सन 1903 हवाई जहाज के इन्वेंशन ने बदल दिया दुनिया के आने जाने का तरीका। 2022 वेदांतु लॉन्चेस AI लाइव और ये बदलने वाला है दुनिया के सीखने का तरीका। इंटरैक्टिव क्लासेस, टॉप टीचर्स, सिर्फ 5,000 रुपए सालाना।
Hello class 9th, welcome to today's class. This is Sana Khan, your math master teacher from Vedantu 9th and 10th English channel. Right everybody? So today I am here to share with you all some very important study tips that how can you study your class 9 syllabus of all the subjects very effectively. Okay, so I am going to share today my own personal experience, how I was able to score good marks in all the subject, what was the challenges that I faced, what was the basically benefits that I got when I was learning, and what method did I follow to achieve good marks. And trust me, all those methods of all those subjects are going to be super duper useful to you guys. So let's get started. Now, since we know that class 9th is a very big milestone for everybody, like, right? Plus, it has a very vast syllabus as compared to class 8. Many new concepts will be coming in each and every subject. More responsibilities because you're also growing up, you have other issues, your personal issues, and basically so much going on in your life. And now you will have to follow so many variety of reference books as well, right? So definitely class 9 is a big milestone for all of us. Now, how to study in class 9th effectively that we are able to enjoy everything in our life. We are able to study each and every subject very nicely to score very good marks. Plus, we are also able to learn the concepts in such a way that they can be helpful in class 11, 12 and JE NEET preparation as well, right? So today I will be sharing my own personal experience. So let's get started. Number one thing, okay, for class 9, let me end the debate over here. Which is the best book that you need to follow for class 9? Nothing other than NCERT. Okay, for class 9, NCERT is the most important book for all the subjects. Without NCERT, you cannot learn any of the subjects in class 9. Okay, so from the basis of your studies with NCERT, then only you move on to any reference books. All right. And secondly, if you want to know the timetable, the perfect study timetable that you need to follow to score good, then a link is given in the description below. I have already made a video on good timetable, best timetable that you can follow in class 9. So you can follow that and you can adjust your subjects accordingly. So please watch that video also. The link is given in the description. Now, let's get started subject wise. How I prepared science, math, SST, English and Sanskrit when I was in class 9. Okay. Now, number one, so when I was in class 9, science was my favorite subject. Yes, maths was not my favorite subject. Science was my favorite subject. And I used to love learning science. My teachers were so good. I still remember I had such an amazing teachers who used to teach each and every concept very nicely, give such beautiful notes in the class, and they used to advise us so nicely that which subject, which reference books to follow, what notes to follow, what can come in your exam, all of that. Okay. Now, how I scored good marks in science, and not just scored good marks, my base of science was very strong. All the three subjects was very strong. Okay, how come? First of all, science is a subject you need to pay full attention in your school classes. Don't ignore your school classes for science subject. Whatever they are explaining, you have to learn the concepts very well. Why? Because in class 11th and 12th, all the class 9 concepts are going to come, and if you don't learn them, if you just by heart them or memorize them, you are going to be in a very big loss. Okay, so learn the concepts in the school time. Half of your preparation should be done, the learning part should be done. Okay, next, the most important thing for science subject is making notes. Whatever your teacher is teaching in the class. Now, how I used to do, When my chemistry teacher used to teach me, I used to note down only the important points. Okay. For example, if she's teaching a concept of evaporation and she's telling me something very unique that might not be highlighted in the book, I will just note it down. Okay. So whatever concept you are learning that you feel might not be there in the book and something extra the teacher is telling, or simply whatever you have understood. If your teacher is teaching you about distillation, what is distillation? What have you understood with distillation? Just write it down in your notebook. Okay, just a small definition in your own words. Secondly, for biology, you will need 100% complete notes. Now, my teacher was very sweet, very nice, very kind. She used to give us very good notes of all the animalia or all the plants kingdom. She has given us complete notes, and I still remember that she used to make us write four points for each plant kingdom and something like that. Now I don't even remember much of those topics, but yes. So making notes of biology is very important because there you will have to memorize many things. Okay. So make notes properly. If your teacher is not giving you notes, then I will tell you a solution for that also. Now, for physics, understand the concepts and the formulas, the questions based on formulas. Try to practice as much as possible in the class itself when the teacher is teaching you. Suppose teacher is teaching you a lens diagram. Okay, you practice it then and there itself and you check whether you are able to do it or not. Okay, make notes of any special point that your teacher is pointing out, that if you do this mistake you might end up doing this. Note it down. Okay, it's very important. Next, in case you find it difficult to understand any topic, use online resources. Use YouTube videos of 9th and 10th English channel. Use Vedantu's classes or any other class that you are following. And there are multiple YouTube videos based on certain concepts. Just follow that and you will understand everything. Okay. Next, understand each and every concept from NCRT. Don't leave anything from NCRT when you are learning science. For science, each and every line, each and every word is very important. Any question can come out from that. Okay. Next, for science, especially follow all the exercise and example questions given in your book. Okay. So whatever exercise questions are there, mostly your teacher is going to solve all of them. If they are not solving, you solve it yourself. Search it from the internet or sample papers or anybody else and just make notes of them properly. Next, follow reference books for extra knowledge, but smartly. Now this point is very important. Why? See, when you are following a reference book, for example, when I was in class 9th, I used to follow Pradeep publication. Now, Pradeep publication has so much extra knowledge, so much extra definition, extra lines which are not there in the course. So you have to work smart. You understand and learn NCRT properly. Then you match the syllabus of NCRT with the reference books. Whatever is extra, don't study it. Whatever is in syllabus, please highlight it. Sample papers or study materials or extra books will have so much of extra knowledge which will waste your time. Don't waste your time over there. You underline what is important and you cross with pencil what is not important so that you don't learn it. Okay, don't waste time on that. It's very important. Next, how to score good math marks in mathematics. Now there is only one mantra to do so. First of all, of course, you will need to understand the concepts. All the theorems should be by hearted by you. All the formulas should be memorized by you. And then practice as much as possible. How I used to prepare for mathematics? Suppose I'm learning one topic, okay? After that topic, I will prepare questions from NCRT. Along with it, same day, I will prepare question from R.D. Sharma. I used to follow this, okay? I never used to wait for the other day. Suppose today I have learned polynomials, substitution method. So today only I will practice NCRT and today only I will practice R.D. Sharma. If you leave it for tomorrow, definitely you are not going to do it. If you are thinking, today I have learned NCRT, it's enough. So tomorrow maybe when I get time, I'll do R.D. Sharma. No. Tomorrow your mind will change, your topic will change, your day will change, and you will not follow it. Do it today itself. And without practice, just don't accept any marks, any good marks in mathematics. Okay, without practice, nobody can score good marks in this. You have to practice questions. One more thing, R.S. Agrawal and R.D. Sharma are going to have a variety of too many questions. Now, what you should do, you have to identify unique questions. Now, what are unique questions? Now, if you read 2-3 word problem and you feel that all of them are basically converted to equation, solve the equation. Now, why you need to solve so many word problems? No need. Just identify unique word problems. Coins wala word problem, time, speed, and distance word problem, numbers word problem, digit word problem. Just identify unique word problem. Practice one question. That's all. Don't practice everything and anything in RD Sharma RS Agrawal, like randomly anything. Don't practice it like that, and don't practice everything. It will be a waste of time. All right. Next comes SST, another very important subject which I feel is very scoring as well. Now I know that you will disagree with me over here, but yes, do you know, I was the first student of my school to score 100 out of 100 in SST. Before me, nobody has ever scored 100 out of 100 in my DAV school when I was studying at that time. Okay. Now, how was I able to score 100 out of 100 at that time? Well, SST was something in which I focused very well on geography and economics. Geography and economics were my favorite subject. Like, economics was my most favorite out of all the four. And I used to understand each and every concept of economics in the class itself. Now, my main enemies were history and civics. But how did I score full marks in history and civics? Let me tell you the key. For history, first of all, you need to understand the story well. And most important thing is, you have to make complete notes from school or on your own. Now, my teacher was very good. She used to give me complete notes of all the questions, each and every type of question that can come in your exam. And what she used to do, she used to give us a notebook copy, okay? And she used to just dictate the answers from that copy itself, and we used to copy it in our own notebook, okay? Now, she had made us write so many variety of questions that one or the other questions are definitely going to come. Now, of course, in history, you are going to have 2-page answers or even 3-page answers, very long. So what you can do is try writing answer in points. Of course, you cannot remember 2-page or 3-page ka answer all at once. Of course, something will vanish from your mind. So you have to understand everything like a story. कहानी की तरह समझो, points की तरह लिखो, full on full marks आएंगे. Okay. Next, civics is very important to understand the concept. Raj Sabha, Lok Sabha, all the cycles, all the flow charts. You need to understand them first. You have to memorize a lot of data, what comes under what are the features of panchayat, what is the work of panchayat, responsibility of panchayat, all of that. Of course, you have to memorize it, and then try framing your answer on your own. Now, when I gave class 9th, in my civics annual exam, a lot of unseen questions were there, like questions I have never seen before. So what I did over there, whatever knowledge I had related to the topic, I framed my own answer in my own words, and I wrote everything in points. Okay. So what I did over here, I wrote everything in points. Whatever knowledge I had, I gathered it all together and I framed my own answer, whatever I felt is suitable for the question. Okay. And learn the presentation of answer very well. It is very important to write your answer in a beautiful way in SST exam. How you present your paper in SST is how much you are going to score in SST. Mark my words. If your answer presentation is too good, you yourself think you are writing a 3-page answer. Do you think your teacher has time to read each and every line of your 3 page ka answer of 60 students? No teacher is ever going to read your full answer in SST. So what you have to do it, you have to highlight the key points, keywords, write the good points above and not good points in between somewhere. End it very nicely. If you are telling a story, end it very nicely. If you are writing a point, last point and first point should be very good, very relatable to the topic, and you will be able to score good. Okay. Next comes geography. Now, geography has no shortcut. Geography book is this thin. I am sure it is still this thin only. It's very, very thin. And trust me, you have to memorize each and every word in the book. When I was in my class 9th, I remember this river is written on this page, this paragraph, this line of my book. So I had memorized geography that well. Which delta is going to be formed, which tributary, distributary, properties, where can you grow cotton, where you cannot grow cotton, anything. You should be able to memorize it so much that you remember even the page number, paragraph number, line number. So you have to memorize everything. Nothing is unimportant in geography subject. And develop your own techniques for remembering names and features. Of course, when you have to memorize so many things, what can you do? Try developing your own techniques. How can you remember 3 features of cotton? How can you remember 3 features of a delta? So just make a trick in your mind that D for delta, D for this, like something. Use mnemonics, use shortcuts, anything that you feel is right. You have to do it yourself. Okay. Next is economics. For economics, pay full attention in your class. It is one of the tough subject to understand because it always talks indirectly. Okay. Whatever is there in the economics chapter, you have to understand it indirectly, that what is it trying to say. It won't say directly. It will say something indirectly, and then you have to understand what is this paragraph trying to say. So understand and pay full attention in class. And NCRT exercise questions are very important for economics. Have a good knowledge of them. Make notes of each and every NCRT exercise questions. Okay. And next comes bacho literature. Now what literature includes is English or Hindi or Sanskrit. Now what you have to do is, so I have taken English and Sanskrit. My English was very bad. I scored 92 out of 100 in English, which was lowest of all the 5 subjects. My Sanskrit was bad till class 8, but in class 9 I did so much of hard work for Sanskrit that I was able to score 98 out of 100 in my Sanskrit exam, and I was super proud of myself for scoring that 98 marks. Now, how did I do that? Firstly, English is again going to be a very tough subject in class 9th and class 10. You are going to have poems in which you will have to understand each and every word. You know what kind of poem? It's like everything will be like a metaphor, everything is like a phrase, everything is like not a normal sentence. Like if they have to say that you are wearing a yellow t-shirt, they will say something that he was looking like a sunshine. So he was looking like a sunshine means he was wearing a yellow t-shirt. So you understand, those kind of language will be used. So for English, for literature, you have to understand everything properly in class. Now, what will you do if you are not able to understand a topic? Suppose I had one chapter of Julius Caesar. It was very tough for me. I was not able to understand anything in the class. And what I did, there was a friend of mine in my class who was very good in English subject. So without any guilt and without any shame, I went to her and I asked her that, can you give time to me to explain this chapter? So after a lot of requests, she said that, okay, one day you come to my home and I will explain you all the topic. And she really explained me each and every word, each and every line of that chapter, and I finally understood the chapter. So yes, it is very important to not have any shame in asking doubts and questions and understand each and every topic and chapter in English, Hindi or Sanskrit. Secondly, What about grammar? For grammar you need so much of practice. I was weak in Sanskrit. What I did, I bought a sample paper book of Sanskrit. It was this fat book, sample paper book, and I solved literally 50, 60, 70 sample papers. I solve the grammar questions. For example, if I'm learning about Sandhya, I will solve questions of Sandhya of each and every sample paper to get an idea what type of question can come in my exam. If I'm weak in like some other topic, then I will just practice question of that topic from every sample paper till I understand the topic well. So I gave my 100%, and that's why I got good marks in return. And you can also do that. If I can do that, you can do that. Trust me. Next, for writing section is like letter writing, essay writing. In all these three subjects, you will need a good knowledge. And from where will you get knowledge? With reading on different topics. For example, when I was in my class 7, my essay topic was write an essay on, it was like, I don't even remember now. What was that? Drying hay wires in sunshine, something like that. I didn't know what is haywire. I didn't know what is drying haywire in sunshine. I was like, I don't even know what it is trying to ask me. How can I write an essay on that? I of course got very low marks in that. Make hay while the sunshine. Yeah, this was the topic. So I didn't know what is this hay. I don't know what is it trying to say. Make hay while the sunshine. I didn't understand the topic, and I left that question. I lost 8 marks in that question in my class 7. So English has always been my weakness, to be honest. So what I did in class 9th and 10th, I tried to read a lot of different essay topics, a lot of general knowledge, general awareness question, because generally your essay is going to be on current affair questions, okay, trending topics. So try searching and researching about the trending topics for that, okay. And for your literature subjects, sample papers and previous year question papers are very important. If you are weak in grammar part, then make this your mantra to follow and practice sample paper as much as possible. And don't fear in asking doubts. For literature subjects, it is very important to ask doubt as much as possible to be clear with each and every concept. All right. Now, talking about the importance of class 9th in JE and NEET, I'm sure that you guys very well know that in class 9th, whatever you are learning, you are going to learn the same thing in class 11. So if your base is not strong now, then obviously you are going to face a lot of problem in class 11. So don't take your class 9s not so seriously, and try to be a little more serious and try to do effective learning. Whatever you are learning, make sure you are learning it, not memorizing it. All right, so make your base strong, and you will be able to solve all the numerical and analytical problems in your future entrance exam as well. Now, last but not the least, some additional important tips. In class 9th and 10th, who is your best friend? Your best friend is going to be sample papers. Always. Sample papers will give you an idea what type of question are going to come, how lengthy are they, how small are they, what type of topic you need to learn, everything. Okay. Next, solve all the questions at the end of chapter. Exercise questions, very important. Finish the NCERT textbook thoroughly for each subject. Nobody and no subject NCERT should be left. Nobody will leave NCERT textbook of any subject. Mark my words, NCERT is the most important book. Practice is very important, especially for maths and physics and grammar. Okay. Next, make your own notes. Definitely you will have to make your own notes even if your school teacher is giving you notes. Suppose you are following Pradeep publication chemistry book. Now whatever extra thing you are learning from that book, how will you remember those things? Either you make notes or you highlight in the book. Choice is yours. Okay. Next, Never ignore previous year questions. They are so important. They can be repeated in your exam as well because it is class 9. The paper is not going to be a board exam level, है ना? It is school level. So watch out your previous year question paper of your school. Same teacher is teaching you, so they can give same question paper this year as well, right? So don't ignore them and refer online videos if you are facing any doubts. Now, that was all the advices that I had, especially for class 9 students for all the subjects. Now, I know sometimes some school teachers are not giving us proper notes, right? This used to happen with me in my class 11th and 12th. I have faced this issue that no teacher used to give us notes. Sometimes you are not able to understand things in the class. People like me who are poor listeners, I'm a very poor listener, so I never understood anything what teacher like most of the part I used to fail understanding in the class. So if you are somebody like me or like you who are facing such issues, who feel that in your school you won't be able to get the proper notes or you don't know which type of question you need to follow in your RD Sharma or RS Agrawal, if you feel confused which reference books is best for you, then I have a very good solution for all of you. You can join in Vedantu's pro classes. Now you are right now watching a video of Vedantu only, right? I am a master teacher of Vedantu. And just like me, there are many highly experienced and highly qualified good teachers at Vedantu who will be teaching you math, physics, chemistry, biology, SST, and English, all 6 subjects in Vedantu's Wave platform, where you will be getting complete education. How come complete education? You will be getting online classes by these master teachers. In every class, you will be getting live doubt solving. All your doubts will be solved. You will be getting live quizzes, polls, leaderboards. Complete interaction will be there between the student and the teacher. Regular test series every 14 days. All India test series, which is like mock test before your annual exams. Assignments, you don't need to follow RD Sharma, RS Agrawal, Pradeep, and this on that. Just follow Vedantu assignments, they are sufficient for you. Class notes, complete notes with all the definition, all the answers, all the questions, all the examples will be provided to you in the form of Tatva book as well as class notes. So everything is given in Vedantu courses, all the subjects are there, and the price is so low that you will be amazed to know about that. Now, how can you enroll my class or any teacher's class in Vedantu? Just visit the link in the description. Now, you cannot enroll maths class or science class separately. You have to enroll all the classes together. So just visit link in the description. I have provided you Pro Lite and AI Live courses link in the description. Just click on that. Use my coupon code SKEPRO to get 10% ka discount. Alright. Thank you so much class 9 for watching today's session. If you liked it, don't forget to hit on the like button and subscribe to the channel. See ya.